So when he was in Parliament and what Julius were asking him direct, when you say 1, 2, and 3, what do you mean? And then he'll go into more detail. Right? What I don't like is that they're baiting him to say it's the ANC that's involved in this whole thing. When this man has clearly said so many times, it's multiple members of parliament from different parties.
He even states clearly, Mkhwanazi, that if I didn't expose certain things that I exposed July at that press conference briefing, we would have blue on blue violence today.
You're just taking not falls off the 22nd floor and no one saw it happen. No one took a video. We just find out a day that you fell off. You can't be getting a position because you are friends with this person. These are security. This is the highest officers in our land.
Yeah.
And we're hiring people because, oh yeah, he funded my campaign. So I'm going to put him as Director General. Excuse me. Statements thus far have been not direct. I can't mention, she keeps saying I can't mention certain people so when he was in Parliament and what Julius were asking him direct, when you say 1, 2, and 3, what do you mean? And then he'll go into more detail. Right? What I don't like is that they're baiting him to say it's the ANC that's involved in this whole thing. When this man has clearly said so many times, it's multiple members of parliament from different parties. So the problem isn't just DA, ANC. It's when you enter whatever position you're entering, it's captured already. That's the issue that Mkhwanazi has, is that it could be anybody that goes into this position. That position has already been captured by the likes of Brown Mkhwanazi. So then you have to follow that protocol or you get killed.
Yeah. Crazy.
It's crazy how they get executed.
Yeah.
It's crazy how they get sidelined. In me saying this, Khumalo is sick. That Khumalo guy is sick.
Yeah, General Khumalo.
Is he a general?
He's a general.
The leader of
Guys,
the
please, let's not call everyone general. I hate this thing of calling it
general.
Just call them by their names.
It's General Khumalo.
Listen, his birth certificate is not written General Khumalo. It's written his name, and
but
just
that's
call him
his qualification field.
That's his role.
We are not even sure if he got it legit.
He did.
So please, guys, they did say you believe hearsay.
You just don't trust him.
I don't trust him. Right now he's sick. What's the problem?
But he gave us evidence. What would he have to lie? He was on Mkhwanazi's side, was he not?
Yeah.
We're not here to pick sides. We need the truth. We need the truth. We don't want sides.
And he gave us the truth. He told us that the minister is the one that authorized the disbandment of the task team, and he saw that letter himself.
What does this role, since he wasn't the one that came
on the leader of the PK.
On the July expectations that we normally get annually. He wasn't part of that. So why was he quiet? That is my thing. When you look at the ad hoc committee and what General Mkhwanazi is saying, he even says that he's disappointed by his national commissioner. The exact same thing that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
He's disappointed because he didn't take the lead to expose everything, because he knew what was transpiring within the police force. He knew what was transpiring within other departments that will be linked with the police force because criminal activities are transpiring. So for me, it shows that General Mkhwanazi, that is the real general, by the way. General Mkhwanazi.
How do you know?
Let me continue, Jimmy. Let me continue. So the real General Mkhwanazi, stated that these are my disappointments, and I concur with him, considering the fact that they had an opportunity to come out. He even states clearly, Mkhwanazi, that if I didn't expose certain things that I exposed July at that press conference briefing, we would have blue on blue violence today on a higher level.
Yeah, I mean, probably there was going to be some sort of
Not some sort of. It was gonna be
between
it was gonna
corrupt police as
and
well
they
as
are
the ones
turfs.
that
Yeah, they operate like mafias. We need to call them out. Like we don't need to respect them in that manner. They're criminals.
But for me, when I think let's is the show on?
Can I judge you?
Yeah, you can contact.
Yeah, guys, welcome to another episode of Break It Down Mondays. My name is Kat MPH, and of course, I'm never alone. I'm here with Elvis, who's gonna be our host today, as well as Theo M. If you guys haven't subscribed, please do. If you're new, hi and welcome, and please engage with us in the comments, guys. We really love interacting with you guys.
Certainly.
Yes, Elvis, you were saying.
So I was just on that comparison of the ad hoc committee as well as
And
the
the
Madlanga commission.
Yeah.
If you remember, the commissioners that are actually leading the Madlanga commission have already said that it's not binding. Whatever results that they find and the findings that they present before the president is not binding.
It's like a daily anchor news tab.
Yeah. So it's just a matter of like exposing information to the public, but
And
at the same time,
they're not exposing, I think, sufficient information that would love to hear. I think they are just doing primary scratch.
Yeah, I mean, of course, probably there's some sort of information, obviously, no matter what are the circumstances, it can't go to the public, because it might jeopardize,
I get you.
the intelligence of the country
Certain
and all of that.
But
in comparing the two, I feel like the ad hoc committee is more effective than the Madlanga commission. However, I do feel like the ad hoc committee is underprepared.
Yeah.
As compared to the Madlanga commission, because if you look at in the sense that parliamentary members, number one, they're not legal experts.
Certainly.
So when you go to Madlanga commission, you've got the person who's the evidence leader, who is an advocate. You understand? So all the evidence leaders there, they are practicing in the legal space, and they have played a role in huge commissions, in huge.
They're also practicing criminality.
No,
let's not shy away from that.
Wait. Listen to my point as I'm saying. So for me, I feel like the ad hoc committee is more effective because their findings are under the parliament, so they can now force the president to take action. Or even the parliament itself can take action based on those findings.
I also think the ad hoc committee, it's more effective in a sense of they are directly involved. They are policy makers, so they understand what happens at the foundation levels. So the Madlanga Commission, it's more on the aspect of the legalities and factual outcomes of what has transpired. So for me, it has loopholes in that essence, because if it works in an essence of profession, hence it was tempered with from the beginning of these findings, it's a waste of time for people. We don't know to what extent those advocates who are questioning at the commission, how effective, at what level are they effective at, if they're not curving other things simply because they are only doing their duty. Yes, the ad hoc committee is also at work doing their duty, but they are more directly linked. They are more on the competitive side because they are oppositions and stuff. The only problem I have with the ad hoc committee is that elder who is the chairperson, Lkhanyana. He always wants to go for dinner. What time is dinner? What time is lunch? We can't have such people handling.
To eat.
But then he's supposed to move. There we are discussing serious business. He can't be always quoting.
Just yesterday, they were singing a happy birthday for one of the members. And I was like, why couldn't they do that like off camera?
Yes,
the whole thing is being streamed to the entire country, and you are there like happy birthday.
We are supposed to take that elder serious, that Shabalala elder serious, singing happy birthdays in parliament.
Like, I just feel this whole thing, we could have saved so much money if Mkhwanazi went on Morning Life, and then Leanne interview where we would have even gotten so many names by now. Do you know what I mean? That's what the Madlanga Commission said she is. Just go on like 702 with Mandy Wiener and then start dropping files because you're wasting our time. You're parading. You're making us angry. If anything, it's just making the public angry that the minister just is so careless. This is the Minister of Police. We keep yelling at Cyril about GBV, but now he's seeing why we don't get taken seriously because people are captured. People would rather sit and certify documents the whole day than take your case.
You know, even this two, let me compare the two commissions, the previous one, the Zondo Commission, and this recent one, the Madlanga one. When you look at the Zondo Commission, whenever names started popping who were involved in that state capture and Dun, your Kevin Watson, they appeared. Suddenly, boo, my nigga is dead.
I mean, no, he's not.
Now the Madlanga Commission, names pop out, nothing to enter. Suddenly, boo, 22nd floor, you fall. How? Like, guys, what are we doing in South Africa? Like, we are not kids. Like, we see what's happening. We see what whoever they're involved with, they are doing.
The issue is that all we do is see, though. Half of us are too drunk to actually do anything about it. And I say too drunk is the alcohol in our country has captured the youth.
The actual alcohol.
Actual alcohol has captured the youth. You know what I mean? I would rather spend my money and go to a club and buy Hennessy for 1.2 than march for my future or for my freedom, if anything. You know, as long as we're having a nice time, we're really not going to be able to do anything. We're just going to talk about it on social media and then nothing gets done. And they know this. They know that no one's actually fighting to do anything.
The criminal intelligence of this country is the CIA of this country. As the CIA of this country.
Reading from what Mkhwanazi has said, do you think that's his accusation with because he also said that if it was up to him, the entire crime intelligence was supposed to be collapsed.
He doesn't wanna utter it verbally that is directly the deep state.
He's exposing the whole entire
We have a deep state, which is criminal intelligence of this country, and whether you like it or not, it is operating like the CIA.
It is. It genuinely is. He's literally just exposing the rots there because as much as we can blame the ANC for actively participating, they aren't the people who started this rot. It was the apartheid government when they were exiting. It was Stratcom, right? They infiltrated the NPA, they infiltrated SAPS. They knew that once we infiltrate these things, it's gonna fall apart.
That's how.
Even if we don't have political power.
They're gonna fail.
They're in strategic positions. Just like being in a organization, you know, when you are a secretary of that organization, there is a strategic position. So whether there's a high-ranking official, which is the president, but as long as this ones that strategically imposed or deployed in their fields, they'll be able to do the job that we want them to do. That's how it runs. Even when you look at this tenderpreneurship movement and how it's ran, whether you like it or not, there's where people are bought. Things are positioned and stuff. Even outside of that, when you're operating your business after getting the tender, certain structures are bought so that they can be in place. So you can infiltrate such things. You can't, even when you come as an outsider like this move.
It's so crazy, man. Like what we are looking at right now, you know, so shocking to live in a country knowing that, you know, there are people that are controlling all of these things and is not necessarily going even according to the constitution or the law that we know as it is. You know, it's just so sad. Let's speak about former Minister of Police, Nathi Mthethwa. Yeah, at some point he was a Minister of Police.
Do you think he's dead? I'm just asking a question. Do you think he's dead? I'm just asking a question.
They say he's dead, bro.
They
Do
say.
you think?
Do
he's
you
dead?
think it's dead?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
quite
taking it
obvious.
as it is,
No
bro.
one
Oh, you're just taking
no one
the
just falls
news.
off the 22nd floor and
My
no one
brother.
saw it happen.
My
No
brother.
one took a video,
My
nothing.
brother.
We just find out
That-
a day
yeah.
later that you fell off.
And I mean, like the way
She's
they
fish,
reported the whole thing is so suspicious,
It's
man.
mafia style. You
It's
can't
so
report that
suspicious.
thing like that, dog. You can't.
But the family confirmed that they found the
They
body.
can confirm because they're the family.
Why would they lie?
We don't know. We don't know.
If the mafia says do something, you're not gonna say no.
We don't know
The
why would they
mafia.
lie, because this is the same former minister when we had, I don't remember, was he Minister of Arts,
Yeah,
Culture,
he was a
Creation, when he wanted to make a 22 million rand flag?
Mhm.
That is the same.
Yes, I
Yeah,
remember.
there is the same bro that they say he fell off.
He was mad.
Second.
Like
floor.
that flag was, and he said it was going to be what, 100 meters or something like that.
Even the explanation like didn't give
He was
logic
trying
because he
to
was
loot
trying
the
to
state.
cover up and stuff. Like, bro,
Like why would you do a flag like that? For what purpose?
you know, to
I don't
To
understand.
loot the state.
you know, guys, to show that I'm sorry if he's dead.
He's not.
Dead. Yeah,
know.
it's whatever. But bro, they got like even South African citizens, they don't feel like there's no grief.
And,
for the,
you know,
he's
We
dead.
used
Like,
to
look
go
at the
him
platform.
for his.
There's no grief for that person, bro. There's no grief. No one is grieving. Like,
He was useless as a
it's
minister
not.
of police.
It's
If
not
in my
news, bro.
opinion, as the public.
It's not.
Nathi
news.
Mthethwa's run
Nathi
was
Mthethwa.
dog. Quite one
They
like
come-
nothing significant. Him,
Madlanga
Bekele,
Commission.
so-
They mention your name the first week. The general mentions your name.
Exactly. Then you die.
A couple of hours, weeks, days, you are dead. You.
And did you realize the same week, General Kumalo also fell sick?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they paused the Madlanga Commission.
I guess he wanted to drink the water that they were giving him.
Wait.
I think
What is on water like
I was looking at
Mkhwanazi?
the commission on the second day of his testament. He wasn't
100%.
to par. Even his utterances.
They've
like,
got the ANC cadres have got
he
to
wasn't
him.
to par.
Yo.
Let's say sprinkle in the water. Now he's sick. We shouldn't be surprised.
So that's what I'm
if Papa
saying.
dead.
Are we formulating commissions in order to execute?
Yeah.
Or like for me, like
Yeah.
it looks like that, bro. That's why I raised the Zondo Commission,
Yeah.
Kevin Watson, and now the Madlanga Commission, Nathi Mthethwa. Like, is it a thing of like, are commissions formulated to execute people who are accused, people who are being
Witnesses.
with not even witnesses, links to criminal activities?
Hmm.
Because there are links to criminal activities. Now there's news, there's a wall at his residence that was built by crime intelligence, if I'm not mistaken. Nathi Mthethwa.
Yes, according to
Yes.
Mkhwanazi,
Yes.
the recent.
Yes.
Mhm.
So they do things for you in order for it to become binding for you to do their shady work.
Yeah, that's how it
Doesn't
any
that
contract
sound
works.
or look like CIA?
I mean,
It
of
is.
course, it definitely sounds like it.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, like, you know, so where is the president in all of this?
As head of state, like I said, when you're entering a position that's already captured, there's absolutely nothing you can do.
Elvis, when you
are
enter
the
as president,
predecessor of
you're just a predecessor.
Yeah,
There's
you're
nothing
the predecessor. You have to continue
there's nothing
the work.
imperative about you being the first citizen,
Yeah.
being called the president. The only thing that you'll get there are oaths that you'll do, signatures that you'll render. After that, there'll be documents that we won't see as the public. They'll come with them and say, Mkhulu, here you have to sign. When you read, it's not pleasant, but because you're sitting on the chair, you have to sign.
Yo.
That is the truth. I will never prove it. I don't know how it is, but I'm pretty certain it's happening.
It makes
There's some
perfect
strategic
Yeah.
positions when you enter them, you are bound to do something. You're bound to do so. That's why Mkhwanazi is fighting this now, because he sees that even if I don't utter these things and expose them, there will come a time whereby it's either I'm gonna become in this
Or they're gonna kill me.
or I'm out.
Yeah.
He did say, he said, I'm going to serve as a cop until my time comes. And you guys can decide whether you want me to continue or not. But I will not serve as anything but a cop.
There
Wow.
are
Because that's what I know. And that's what you can't ask me to be president. I don't know anything up. And that's facts.
Yeah.
That's the first man to admit that I am trained in this. Put me in this position.
Yeah.
We have too many people that were putting in positions of power because of popularity.
Of course.
Because we like what they're doing now. But now these people don't know when they get in there and it starts becoming hot and there's portfolios and there's committees, they don't know how to answer. And then that's why they say the likes of Liam Jacobs are rude to elders because you don't know your job. And I'm calling it out. You're not qualified for the job that you're doing. And that's why you're not seeing that there's 2 billion that left and went to one hospital. And you're not seeing it because you're not qualified to do that job.
So you need a right person who's qualified.
We really do need people that I keep saying we need to start from scratch. Every single minister needs to be axed. We need to start from scratch. Do you have a degree in communications? Then why are you the minister of communications?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's high time.
And you know, certain departments are so technical, man.
Yes.
Like, you can't just select anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I understand maybe in the Department of Arts and Culture and all of that, maybe you can look at a couple of people that have like...
But you can't bring us in Nathi Mthethwa. What the reason?
No, that's fine. That's fine, yeah. But I'm just looking at departments such as like the Department of Police. You know? Like Sansom Mkhwanazi. Yes.
I know you wanted to say that.
I almost made a mistake. No, you know why I always say Mchunu? There was this guy.
Community, they keep saying Chunu.
No. There was this teacher, man, in my high school. His surname is spelled the same.
Sure.
We used to call him Chun. And now that I think about it, I think he also accepted that we cannot pronounce his surname.
Yeah.
So we just said him Chun, and he accepted, no, I'm Chun. So when I read this guy's surname,
he's an arrogant
I know it
elder, by the way.
But anyway, what I was saying is, what does he know about police? What does he know about police? Like, for instance, me, if I was the president and I was to elect or appoint a minister of police, I was going to take maybe someone who was a former commissioner, maybe a national commissioner, or I would take the actual national commissioner, move them from that position, make them a minister, and then appoint a different national commissioner.
But you can't, because remember, during your election time as the president, there were fundraisings that were done.
Issue.
Now, in order for you to be in power. So you have to do the cadre deployment assessment.
Look, there's certain,
that's a compromise.
certain departments, right? I feel in South Africa, mainly the Department of Policing and the Department of Defense, where comrades shouldn't be calling shots. You can't be getting a position because you are friends with this person. These are security. This is the highest officers in our land.
Yeah.
And we're hiring people because, he funded my campaign. So I'm going to put him as Director General. Excuse me. And I'm just making an example.
Yeah.
But just honestly, those two departments, I feel, out of all of them, shouldn't have any kind of comradism. There shouldn't even be any talk of political parties at work. We are here to work. Why are you in this position? Because you're well qualified and have the most experience.
Yeah. Do you know when branches go for elections to elect their national or provincial candidates and everything into power, they go there knowing who they're going to elect because they were resourced at branch level. They were resourced with certain fundings at branch level. Then they know when they go there, we'll select our resource.
Yeah. I mean, allegedly, Senzo Mkhunu was a person who actually helped Ramaphosa to fundraise for
him and Mr. Cat.
The
cat.
So there's a lot of them. Kumbuz and Chabeni, there were claims of 500,000 money that was into CR7.
And you do remember Busisiwe Mkhwanazi when she fought this case in court for so many years that they need to open up and make those statements public.
They made sure that they got rid of him simply because the system. So now you understand, at to what extent does this go? Because like if the president of this country, the president of South Africans, not me, Cyril Ramaphosa, was a very, very um, um, open person when it comes to being legitimate about things. He was supposed to allow Mrs. Mkhwanazi to do all the the findings and
Yeah.
But she was also getting involved in her own problems, and that's why it was so easy to get rid of her. Because from what I've seen from General Mkhwanazi and the previous public protector Thuli, is that if you go public, there's nothing that you can do.
Here's the thing.
There were death threats on Thuli Madonsela after she exposed everything that Zuma did.
That's why I say
there's a threat on my life, but I'm not going to stop exposing what's happening.
That's why I'm saying when you take a look at the deployment of public protector, it is deployed before the new president is coming.
Yeah.
And there'll always be a clash with the new president because this current public protector was serving under the leadership of this one. And the way in alignment with this one. Even when you remember with Thuli Madonsela, he wasn't selected within the administration of Zuma. They were not in alignment with Zuma. But then as soon as
Zuma found her there.
Yeah.
Yeah, found her in office. Yeah.
So it wasn't Zuma's appointment, that one.
Yeah.
You get me? So as soon as he went out of office, this one was appointed. Busisiwe Mkhwanazi. Then Zuma goes out of office. Ramaphosa finds Mkhwanazi. This is not my person.
Yeah.
To go out. So there is the cycle that goes. So you can see that already. This is how things are captured.
How is the public protector chosen? Like, who chooses?
It's I think it's the what did they call the highest judge? What do you call him? Chief Justice.
Yeah. Chief
I think
Justice.
It's there's a committee, man, in Parliament. The judicial what.
I
agree with you.
Yes, the judicial what. That committee, what you do is that you apply to become the protector.
Yeah,
and then you go through the interview.
Phase. Yeah.
They go through the interview. So Parliament is the one actually that appoints, ne? Yeah, Parliament is the one that actually appoints.
But I think the final decision lies also with the president.
Yes.
It lies with the president of choosing.
And that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because the president is not somebody who represents the public.
So I think the Parliament then will shortlist, and then the president will make it. That's how they
render.
Appointed the current Kimang.
I don't even know who's the current.
As Mkhwanazi said, we'd rather start everything from scratch. Let everything be done.
Zero.
Yes,
Look,
because everything's captured out.
South Africans,
when are we gonna finish?
Remember, South Africans, we are slowly to adapt and to notice. We need to see first. Why do I say this? Remember when Julius Malema was the president of the Youth League? That's when a lot of young people got the awakening that, wow, we are a leader.
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
So we started tuning into politics.
True.
Then the EFF is formulated. The EFF is founded. They go to Parliament. What do? We flock to Parliament. We want to see. We become attracted to them. Now we have Mkhwanazi that spills the beans. How many people do you think in South Africa have always known? Like they don't have that platform. They don't have
a lot. People died.
They've
I mean, we witness corruption every day of our lives. Like if you just drive or just if you are in a public service building like Home Affairs.
Go to the Home Affairs. You'll see, like literally
see corruption in South Africa every day.
I went to Home Affairs one time. You know what happened? There was a guy selling seeds, bruh, at Home Affairs.
Yeah.
Selling spots in the queue. Do you understand how that works?
I get you.
It's the chair.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he was selling spots in the queue. It's like there's a long queue.
Yeah.
There's a long queue. So then
he has a number 3, he has a number 7.
Yes.
You have to buy that number 3 and that number 7.
And I was like, man, what is this?
It's the same thing as the traffic department. They do the same thing. You want them to help you fill the form?
Liquor Clinic. I'm not sure if it's Mamelodi Clinic, but you pay to get your file opened. This is a public clinic, by the way, right? You have to pay a certain amount to get your file opened.
Okay.
And then you pay for whatever medication that you're going to be getting. This is a public clinic. and you're paying for all of these. And then also, it depends on what comorbidity you have. If you arrive at a certain time and you know, go chronic khwatlala, you can pay a clerk to make you skip the line.
So you see, even
It's a business anyway.
when there's advertisement of jobs, like people are not going to find jobs within the government sector or.
I don't say that. I don't receive that. I am.
You what?
I am. I don't receive that. No.
Listen, government is not for. It's
Back
not
to
for the
sender.
citizen.
Back to sender.
Guys, the system is rotten. If you
No,
still
I
believe that
refuse.
you will find a job within the government sector,
I
you are
will.
wrong.
I
You are
will.
wrong. It's painful to see
Mark my
people
word.
who are still doing CVs. I don't want to lie to you. It's very painful right now. Like, do you believe that unemployment is at what percentage is that?
40.
Do you believe it's at 40?
I think 40.
I
There's a
think
lot of
I think
undocumented
I think
people
it's at
unemployed.
110%. Me personally.
Capitec disagrees with you, by the way.
Don't tell me about private sector, Chief.
No, Capitec. Remember, Capitec has access to your transactions. Capitec now
What transaction?
released
Oh no,
transactions in terms of like
to finish.
they have your money, bro. They know they
They
can
don't
see
have
when
my
you.
man. I'm not a client. They don't even
No, when I say you, I don't
know
mean
about capital.
when I say you, I don't mean you as an
I'm not a
individual.
client.
Yeah, it's fine, you. But there's many yous out there. You understand? So what I'm trying to say is that Capitec recently stated that a lot of people in South Africa, there's a lot of money circulating into their accounts.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I have a
It doesn't
job.
mean they
I
have
could
a
have a
job.
sugar daddy.
Well,
That's not a job.
that's an income.
It's not. Because
listen.
if he dies, I'm screwed.
How?
Or if he gets something better than me,
You can go
I'm
claim.
screwed.
Yeah, if you
Shit,
upgrade your screw.
This man has a wife.
Yeah, but he was maintaining
If
you.
he gets the baddest baddie, you're out.
I'm out of the game.
You're out, dog.
It's not
Try.
a sustainable. What's science they can tell you as well. So
You need to
we need
balance.
jobs.
You need to balance. It's either you're a slash DJ slash Berry. You need to balance.
Yeah, and there's no time to do all of that, guys.
Again.
Some of us are actually qualified. Okay, so we really do need to be getting these jobs. This
This
thing
is
of
crazy.
connections is just not gonna work anymore. Get
Yeah.
people who want to fight for their future, because also, Theo, in being in the disbelief of there's nothing that can save us, it's just not gonna work for
You
this
see
time.
this job,
We
this
are
job
what will
mission
save
that
us.
South Africans are at. I'd love for people to be more creative and focus on their craft more. Try and build
My
their
craft is
skills.
politics.
Listen, try and build, advance yourself into getting more skills so that you can better yourself by becoming a creative of
Yeah,
your
you
own
need
brands
money
and
to
your
do
own
all of
structure
that.
and businesses.
Everything.
Rather than saying, even the same CV that you'll be applying the job for, it needs money.
Not anymore.
Then
We've
they'll
got
throw it in the
smartphones.
bin.
We've got smartphones now where you
I
can
understand.
generate.
It's not everyone.
using
It's not
ChatGPT
everyone.
or anything.
Listening, guys, it's not everyone who has access to internet.
Right.
We are speaking of the youth that is still coming out of school. Udula tunu, udula tabeja. Ana access your internet, the chat GPT. It doesn't even know what's chat GPT. In Kuno, the teacher
You're
teaches us
underestimating
5
what
minutes what? There's no access to internet.
As much as they can fight so hard to apply for varsity and all of that, there is access.
That's why I had
It's
a problem with that Mandla Mandela fellow when he went to that
Actually, let's talk about that.
Yeah, let's come to that.
Yeah, let's wrap it up on this topic.
Mandla Mandela.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of people didn't know about this guy until the Gaza thing.
No, they know that fellow. Like
we know he exists.
We know he exists. He's
Do you think he's a cloud chase or is trying to
he
was like
no,
really fighting?
He's always been like that. He's always
before that, man.
Yes,
it's always been like that, the guy.
No, before that. You have to understand the relationship between South Africa and Palestine, right?
And you also need to understand the
back.
relationship between South Africa and the Mandelas.
Yes, of course. I think that relationship is clear. Everyone knows it.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
But I feel like the Mandelas that came after Nelson Mandela.
What about them?
Why are you laughing?
No, what about those Mandelas? I want to hear this one there.
I feel like they've been trying to relive Mandela, kind of a thing. Or become
or become like Roddy Shasha.
Yeah,
I
become like
will never reach that level. That level is dangerous.
Look,
They should
I
have been
think
trying.
we all have, there's always gonna be that certain member in your family that's like goated, right? And
Yeah.
you wanna be like them.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that they wanna relive some type of.
Yeah, but then don't come in front of our screens and cry. Don't
But now,
but tears.
but now, Nelson was fighting a real struggle. That was in
Yes,
front
this
of
guy's
him.
not fighting it.
I feel like with people like Mandla Mandela,
He's popularism.
no,
It is.
it's not struggle that is in front of him. It's him chasing the struggle. Like it's almost like the fire is burning somewhere there. It's not affecting him, but then he goes and
In that sense, I truly
and try to burn himself so that he can become a hero that rose out of that fire. But like, come on, bruh.
So you're basically saying you cannot go out of your own country and go be an activist today when you're not.
Yes,
starting
he's
here.
supposed to start in Eastern
I mean,
Cape.
I believe in working, in a collaborative manner, assisting other countries. Like, Palestine used to support us during apartheid and all of that.
Yeah.
And when you think about the state of
Funny
Israel,
that
I agree.
it happened.
Yeah.
to them.
1948, when the state of Israel is declared, that's the same year
Yeah.
apartheid law is actually been made formal. Or formalized in South Africa.
Yeah.
So that they really supported us as a state. But at the same time, we've got our own issues, man. We've already supported them. We took the Israel guys to ICJ.
No, I feel we're not doing much to support them because we're still supplying Israel with coal. So until that can stop,
Yeah, you see,
scream up till the top of your lungs, South Africa is involved in the genocide. Until they stop supplying coal to Israel.
I agree with you, and I think that's one of the best methods we can actually get involved. Not necessarily going there, knowing it's a war zone, bruh.
Cut Israel off. The whole world needs to just cut this place off.
Yo.
And that's how they're going to suffer. The more we go, the more we'll die, Mos, and get captured.
But I'm just saying, this guy had to go to that.
He wanted the spotlight, and he got it from the white dominated media outlets.
Oh, it's from Mandela.
Yeah, Mandela. The name Mandela was there. Mandela was there. That's why I was busy with crocodile tears there on our screens.
Mandela.
It wasn't pleasing, bro, seeing that. Cause like when you look at the province that he comes from, there are numerous challenges. People are killing innocent people in Eastern Cape, and crime like is intensifying there. He has never said a word.
Why don't you push the struggle there in the Eastern Cape?
Yes, charity begins at home.
Where your
You are
people
supposed
are
to
at.
do that. Charity doesn't begin in the Indian Ocean on a mission to Gaza. When you get captured, you are shooting. You see, they're capturing us. It's like you want
of exposure, I feel even if his intentions were just for clout, the fact that a Mandela was captured brought a lot of exposure to that flotilla, right? And now Israel is under pressure. Yeah, but now Israel is actually under pressure because more and more people are like realizing that you guys are actually the problem. Because what they said was, no, Hamas doesn't want us to be feeding the people of Palestine, right? So then we were like, okay, we'll send flotillas to go and feed them. Then Israel comes out and says, Hamas is the one that captured. So now it's showing that you guys are Hamas. It's the CIA that's operating there.
Yeah.
And the whole world can see it.
And the whole thing of Hamas, man, like
it doesn't exist. It's
it doesn't make sense, honestly speaking.
It's CIA.
I'm not sure, man, but it just doesn't make sense. Like,
it's the same with the M16 rebels.
Yes.
Those things, they are funded by one person.
Yeah,
one organization. One organization. The CIA is funding all of this.
Shucks.
Yeah. Yep. But I really do feel, even though his intentions weren't good, the fact that a Mandela was captured brought a lot of attention.
But that Mandela.
Do you really what we can get? At this point, babies are dying.
That's Mandela 3D, that's why. It's Mandela 3D.
All right, kid, I think you can close. Mandela.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. We are at Eagle Vision Studios. So if you guys want to shoot your own podcast or even record some music or have a lot of photo shoots, they got you. On production today is Elvis. So shout out to Elvis. See you guys next week.
Good night, executive producer. DJ Maporesa.
Oh, please don't do that.
This is my
That's
studio.
a serious elder.
This is my studio.
Hey, I love that elder to speak about
If you
such
eat KFC in this studio, just know
this
this studio belongs to me.
love that.
Shut up, guys. Peace.